Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Good Business Africa podcast, a platform that is specifically designed to have conversations around what it means to be a good business and to run a good business, and not just to run a good business, but to run a good business in Africa. And in this episode, we're going to be having a very interesting conversation with our guest. His name is Hafeez. I'm going to let him introduce himself. But even as you listen to the conversation, just know that at the very core of this conversation, so this platform, is to advocate for good business practices. Hafeez, karibu sana, my brother.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.
Yeah, for
your
guys
time.
who are watching, please introduce yourself.
So, my name is Hafeez Virani. I'm a Kenyan by nationality.
Okay.
And to introduce my business, basically what we do is we manufacture snacks.
Okay.
So, a variety of different snacks targeting different demographics and different markets.
Yeah.
These snacks include crisps, potato crisps, and also corn puffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we trade across the country,
Okay.
and we're a growing.
Oh, you're
growing
just not a
snack
Nairobi company. You're
No,
like
no,
a
everywhere.
Kenyan company. What is the name of the company? Forgot to mention.
So the name of the company is the Flying Snack Company Limited.
Okay.
Yes, and we're based in Babadogo.
So the idea or the dream is to have your snacks flying off of the shelf.
Yes, that's a question. I actually, that's an interesting point you've made, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in the initial stages,
Yeah.
we really struggled
Okay.
as a startup company.
Yeah.
So I used to get that question a lot, man. Is the flying snack flying yet? I'm a bado.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was not
It
flying,
was not
bro.
flying. It was not flying, but the dream was there.
The dream was there.
Yeah, I think as a young Kenyan or a
Yes.
child, basically, one of the things I used to look forward to is when an older sibling, a relative, or parents show up with snacks, and especially if it's unannounced. If they tell you, "I'll bring you snacks in the evening," that's one thing. But if they don't announce and they just show up with some crisps, like those are the moments I was looking forward to. And being an entrepreneur myself, I keep asking myself, why haven't I ever thought of starting a snacking company? For you, what was that aha moment to be like, you know what, let's start a snacking company?
So how it started was it was quite unique. How everything started. Basically, I had finished my studies.
Okay.
And I came back to Kenya. Now this is when I first started my business career.
Okay. Where were you studying?
I studied in Barcelona, Spain.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was living in Dubai
Okay.
for most of my life.
Yeah.
So once I came back to Kenya, I mean, my blood was very warm and I wanted to start business. That
Yeah.
was my main objective.
Okay.
Now, my father had imported some snack machinery
Okay.
with one of his good friends.
Yeah.
And the intention of importing that snack machinery
Yeah.
was to sell it.
Oh, they were importers of snacking production machinery, not
Yes.
necessarily.
I mean, they weren't necessarily, it was the first time they had done it.
Okay.
So they actually imported it to support his friend who was in the machinery business.
Okay.
And they're
they bought it from a friend with the
Exactly.
intention of selling them to someone who
Exactly.
runs a snacking company here.
Exactly. So
Okay.
they imported the snack machinery, and unfortunately, they were not able to sell that machinery.
Okay.
So instead of it, just lying around, they said, "Look, we're gonna start a snack business."
That's a real entrepreneur. They're like, we have a problem, let's solve it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So also the timing that I came back was the timing that they made that decision just let's say 1 year before I came.
Yeah.
So when I came, I mean, my family runs a business, a successful business. When
Yes.
I came, they basically they placed me where they needed it most.
They're like, look, we brought these things,
Yeah.
we can't sell them, now start a company.
So that's how the whole journey started.
When was this?
This was in 2020.
During COVID.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was quite a difficult time.
Yeah.
And we started at a very, very humble scale.
Yeah.
I mean, in a very small room,
Mm-hmm.
actually underneath a apartment complex. It was a very small scale.
Yeah.
And, we just had a dream, a very hardworking and enthusiastic team,
Yes.
and good leadership behind us to
push it
push
through.
the business.
yeah. I can imagine you came back from school, he brought the equipment to sell.
Yes.
None of you has I don't know, like a background in snacking production. What would you say were some of the challenges during that time?
Bro, there was too many challenges, man. There were so many challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it very, very clearly.
Mm,
You know, my family background has been in retail and
okay.
in cosmetics for a very long time.
Okay.
So even manufacturing of food was
Oh,
totally
it's a
different
very
with them.
foreign concept.
Now,
Yes.
the process of manufacturing is one thing,
Yes.
but also the customer base is
Mm,
something totally different.
yeah.
The customer base that I came to was basically like the customer base we
Non-existent.
had was for cosmetics.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now we had to start learning everything from scratch.
yeah. And I can imagine because the thing with snacks is if I buy flying snacks products, if I go to the supermarket, that's what I'm looking for. If you
Exactly.
see a new brand, you're like, I don't know this one. So how were you able to like crack that nut and
So it took some time.
okay,
It took some time. Obviously, I believe the most important aspect was first of all establishing our distribution.
okay,
So our countrywide distribution, both modern trade and general trade.
mm-hmm.
And the second element was what is our value proposition in
Okay,
such a highly saturated market?
yes, yes. What
W-
sets you apart?
What sets us apart from the competition? So that's where we started innovating with our flavors, for example.
Yeah,
We started innovating with our packaging. As you know,
mm-hmm.
we won the award for the best package and
Yes,
design,
yes,
and we grew slowly.
yes, yes. You figured it out.
Yes.
For most companies, one of the things they struggle with, and I would imagine, like you're saying, the background was retail and
Mm,
cosmetics, and that is a company that exists on its own, and you can't use money from that company to run this new
yes.
company. So, what would you say was your funding story? How did you get that break to be like, you know what? Yes, we had the machinery, and I think that takes care of a lot
Sure.
of the bills or a lot of the expense that you had at the
Sure.
initial stages. But I would imagine you're hiring people, establishing the supply chains, the distribution network needed money. How did you guys crack it?
So, I mean, we obviously had a lot of support from the directors.
Yes,
That's, in terms of funding initially for
the initial
couple of
days.
years.
Yeah,
And it takes a lot of time
yeah,
to, establish yourself. But
mm,
now also what we realized is the market that we're targeting.
yeah,
So, you see, there's the informal trade and the formal trade.
yes.
So we started putting our focus more on the general trade.
Okay.
Because in the general trade we can sell goods on cash.
Yes, yes, yes.
So as
So
we
general trade is where you're selling directly to the consumer.
yes,
Okay.
so we supply wholesalers, we supply distributors,
Okay.
and they sell now to the kiosks. We've got actually products
Mm,
retailing also at 10 shilling.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
different ones. There's one called Snack Pop.
Mm,
Of late we've launched one called Kukuji.
okay.
I will show you some
Okay.
pictures. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ah, that's good. And now that you've spoken about getting the products to the consumer hands, what would you say is the one non-negotiable promise to your consumers?
The
Regardless of where am I, whether I'm in
yes.
Garissa, Busia, Kisumu, Nairobi, what is the one promise that all those customers are getting consistently?
The first is efficiency,
Okay.
efficiency in receiving the goods,
Okay.
good customer service,
Yeah.
so good customer service and relationships.
Yeah.
But the real negotiable factor that has kept us in business
Mm-hmm.
is surely the quality of the product
Yeah. Yeah.
and the innovation.
Yeah. Quality control.
Yes.
How do you maintain that? How do you make sure that the product is gonna taste the same regardless of where it goes and like it's gonna go through the same process? How do you like if I buy a flying snack again to the same by kind of backing to the previous question, if I buy your pop here in Nairobi and I buy it in Kitale, knowing that it's gonna taste the same, how do you ensure that that quality control is there?
So we've put in place very strict production measures.
Okay.
We follow HACCP controls,
Yes.
and it has taken time.
Mm-hmm.
But as a manufacturer, basically it's a time game.
Yeah.
You start when we started, our quality was not great.
Okay.
But as we developed, we have now put in the SOPs in
Mm-hmm.
place,
Yeah.
and we're following the measures to make sure that our products are always the same quality
Yeah.
wherever they go, and we have maintained it very well.
Yeah. As as a company, I'm sure there's that one signature test where even if someone removed your products and put them on a bowl, see, like the way you go to networking events and you find crisps and these pops in different bowls. What is that signature test that if someone tastes it, they can tell this is a flying snack product?
So I would say our very popular products are the tomato flavored products,
Okay.
which is preferred in the Kenyan market.
Yeah.
And also we've got our new cuckoo flavor,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the first in the market.
Okay.
But also you can say our corn, our crunchiness, and
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
this, they can recognize. If
Yeah.
someone tastes it, they'll be able to recognize that it's from
With the
us.
product. Again, it goes back to those SOPs you're talking about.
Yes,
Just making sure that the product is consistently the same,
definitely.
and the customer doesn't have to start questioning what went wrong. What gives you that drive of saying, you know what, I'm gonna give the best product to my people?
Brother, firstly, the drive is to give our consumers joy.
Yeah.
Every consumer or every child or every adult that is trying our product,
Yeah.
we should provide joy. As you mentioned, rightfully so, when you were young, you had your moments where
Yes.
your family came or your uncle or your cousin came and he just gave you a snack out of
Yeah.
nowhere. So the first thing is it should provide joy for our consumers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say that's the main.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the main intention.
Yes.
Make sure you take care of your stakeholders, which is now the customer and the consumers.
Exactly.
When you look at like the FMCG awards, which you are part of, one of the things that stood out was the packaging. Because again, the snacking industry or business, like you said earlier, is oversaturated. There are many options in the shelves. How do you sit down and be like, you know what, this is the design we're gonna go with, so that you're able to stand out on a shelf of many other products?
We worked tirelessly on our design.
Yeah.
So we were actually very grateful to be noticed,
Yeah.
because we really work hard on our design. Like one design can take quite some time.
Okay.
We work closely. It's a combination of imagination and trying to relate with our target consumer, you
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
and of course trying to be different.
Mm.
Because there are many brands who have set themselves and set a name in the market, but
Yes.
sometimes that creativity aspect and being in the comfort zone limits them quite a lot.
That's very true.
So us as a fighting brand coming into the market, we have to think of all different types of ideas that we can relate
Yeah.
with our target consumer.
Yeah. Yeah. 2020 is when you started the operation setting up and all that. Um, Based on the promise that you have and the works that you've been doing at the company, where would you like to see the company in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years,
Let's say all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, everything is working perfectly. Where would you want to see the company in 5 years?
where I would like to see the company is first a company that is adding significant value to
Yeah.
our society.
Okay.
That is creating employment,
Yes.
employment for many people.
Yeah.
Being able to impact impact each stakeholder,
Yes.
from the customer to the duka or however.
Yes.
And on a business note, I would say it's basically having our product everywhere
Yeah.
in the market, strong in both the general trade and strong in also the modern trade,
Yeah.
having a huge range of SKUs, so building our range
Yes.
over time, supplying the whole of Kenya
Yes.
efficiently and effectively.
Yeah.
And also, as mentioned, in the FMCG award,
Yes.
also exporting. You see, the goal is to
To
put
be
our
global.
country on the map as an exporter.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, if you look at the African countries, South Africa is there as a major exporter of FMCG goods.
Yeah.
Egypt is there as a major exporter of FMCG goods.
Yes.
We need to be an exporter of high quality FMCG goods
Products.
in Africa,
Yeah, yeah.
because we have a wonderful country, and we have wonderful people,
Yeah.
and very highly educated personnel.
Yeah, that's very true.
So we must be there.
Yes.
It's not, it's a
No,
must.
there's no guesswork
There's no
with it.
question. We have to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
And I've seen inspiration from different companies who have reached that stage.
Yeah.
And that's where we aim to be, God
Yeah.
willing.
We shall say if something works, you don't have to reinvent it. Just look at what other people are doing,
Exactly.
then copy and paste. If someone has never seen your products or eaten your products or interacted with your products, based on the product line that you currently have, what would you say is the best way to experience the Flying Snacks products, like your line of products? I'm seeing them for the first time. Should I go for the crisps first? Should I go for the pops? Should I go for the cuckoo?
The Kukuji.
Yeah,
Yes.
like how
It's
would you
quite
pair
unique.
it? Yeah.
Look, I would say whichever product you will consume of ours, you will enjoy. And I don't mean to be biased,
Yeah.
but
The products are good.
we have produced products specifically for our market.
Yeah.
We have studied,
Yeah.
we have failed a lot,
Yeah.
and we have come to a conclusion of which products does Kenya appreciate.
Yeah.
And that's how we've made it.
Okay. And that concept applies to all the products.
All the products. I can't say one is, better, or this
Yeah.
one is better. All are good.
Okay. There's something you said. You've failed a lot, in this process of running this company. How would you say failure has shaped what you do in regards to now what you put out to the market?
It took me some time to understand, and a lot of difficulty in understanding that whole concept of failure.
Yeah.
But if you're an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
especially in such a sector and such an industry, you have to get used to failure, and failure is the best way to learn.
Yeah.
Even when we're talking now about the production process, we were speaking about how we have our quality controls and everything. We learn through failure.
Yeah.
When we're talking about packaging and design, we learn through failure.
Yeah. You go to the market is like, no, not
The
this one.
trade itself, we learn through failure.
Yeah.
So there is no better teacher in this world than failure. You have to fail. But how fast can you fail and learn?
And learn, yeah.
And is failure going to put your morale so low that you're going to give up? That's another question, you see?
That's true. That's true. When you talk about issues to do with good business, three things stand out. What your role, like ESG aspect.
Yes.
So what are you doing for the environment, especially now that you're in manufacturing?
Yes.
And then what are you doing for the social aspect, like the communities that you operate in? How are you impacting them? And then now from a governance perspective, how do you take care of your shareholders?
So
now from the environment aspect, what do you do?
In terms of environment, we try our best to keep our carbon footprint as low as possible.
Okay.
I would say. And we're trying to put in place some practices that eliminate plastic use, and although unfortunately we're in the snack industry and we use a lot of plastic.
Yes. So it's what you do with the plastic that's you've already put out there.
But we're aspiring. You can say we're aspiring to reduce the use of plastic.
Yeah.
And in terms of the social aspect, look, through the social aspect, I will say most importantly, we're a contributor to the society.
Yes.
We're a contributor to the Kenyan society through employment.
Yeah.
We're a contributor to the Kenyan society through profit creation. So when we're supplying to that Duka in Kayole or Kibera,
they make money.
She's making a good profit from our products, which are able to positively impact
Yeah,
her and her
that's
family, right?
exactly. Then now
And
from a governance perspective, now you are employees, how do you make sure that no one feels like they're being taken advantage of?
I found something very important, especially anywhere. The most important thing is respect.
Yeah.
Ukuwe na heshima
Yes.
with your employees. You respect them, you pay them on time,
Yeah.
and you put yourself in their shoes also.
Yes.
Um,
And ask
in,
yourself, if someone did this to me, will I be happy?
exactly.
Yeah.
You respect them, and also you will. It's a basic rule of life, I feel.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You
That's
give
very true.
respect, you get
You get
respect.
respect.
Now, if you're mistreating anyone, they will do the
It
same.
comes back to
Yes.
that's true. The last question, and this has to do with shared value. Shared
Yeah.
value is basically a concept where you, yes, profit is good, but also how do you take care of the environment that you operate in? So, like in the Babadogo area where you operate, how
Yes.
do you, besides the employment that you give, what else are you doing for the people in that area?
Okay, so I would say the main point is actually employment, but
Yeah.
it's also now as we grow,
Yeah.
how can we positively impact Babadogo?
Yes.
Though it also goes now to profit creation, because
Yes.
we cannot support anyone if we're not
You're
making
not
good
making
profits,
money.
you see?
Yes, yes, yes. And that's
And
the good thing with shared value. It
yes,
acknowledges that yes, as a company, you need to do all these things,
right.
but there needs to be a very positive profit-making aspect to what you're doing. Otherwise, then you become unable to support the very initiatives that you're
Exactly.
starting.
So of course we have several initiatives in mind.
Yeah,
Many of them we keep to ourselves because
yeah,
we believe that whatever we're doing for the society,
yeah.
we should keep it a secret.
I understand totally,
It
totally.
shouldn't be something that
That
is
you make noise
announced,
about.
yeah.
Okay.
But definitely we want to do our best to support our society,
Yeah,
to support where we are, Babadogo area,
yeah.
and help the Wananchi somehow
Grow.
or the other and add value because the journey is quite short, right?
True. That's very true. Okay. So for anyone who maybe is hearing about Flying Snacks
Yes.
Company for the first time, they're seeing you for the first time. I want you to look in this camera and just give a parting shot, and then we're gonna wrap up.
Okay. For anyone who's seeing the Flying Snack Company products or Pilot, as our brand name is, I'd like to encourage you to purchase our products. We put a lot of hard work into making our products, and we hope that you enjoy our products. And yeah, that's all.
That's it. All right. Thank you guys for watching, for tuning in, whether you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you share it. If you go to the different supermarkets, make sure to check out the Flying Snacks products. I promise you, they're good. We've tested them and we've seen what they do, and I can advocate for them. So try them out. And even as you do that, especially if you are a business, always aspire to be a good business. Take care of your employees, take care of your investors, take care of basically your stakeholders and your shareholders. And I'm going to see you in the next one. My name is Sebastian, and this has been the Good Business Africa podcast.